I could put you in the brig for what you've done, but I won't do it.
Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast, the spin-off podcast from the web series The Two Dicks that you can see on YouTube. I'm Al Ducharme in Arizona. I'm in Glendale, Arizona, performing at Stir Crazy Comedy Club. And that gentleman over there with the sunglasses and the sunset behind him is Al Romas. Al, where the hell are you today?
I'm in Cape Canaveral, Florida, and I took this photo last night. I was walking outside on this, around and around the ship doing laps, and the sun was starting to set. And I thought that's a pretty nice picture. And then about a minute later, it was gone. You know what I mean? You got to take that picture. Hesitate, and you're lost. The sun will be gone.
That's the golden hour right there.
It'll be gone, man. It'll be. So yeah, so I grabbed it.
You caught the last 30 seconds of the golden hour.
Is that what it's called? The golden shower? Is that? I don't know how that works.
No. Well, go down to the crew gym. You'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not into that. Never been into that. You know, it's weird. I was reading today about what was I reading about? Oh, the Trump thing where they said he was peed on by Russians and that Steele dossier. Which is all bullshit. There's no.
Where is it?
There's none. There was no backing of it. It was all hearsay. But the guy put it together, and the media grabbed it. I mean, I'm not a Trump fan by any means, but it was all bullshit.
The Democrats and a lot of Democrats I felt bad for because they got spoon-fed this stuff from some of their.
But my point was they called
and they fucking hook, line, and sinker, and just they couldn't prove any. How many times they tried to take down Trump? I
always get a kick out of the.
Just all false hope.
I get a kick out of it's called water sports. Peeing on someone's. They call it water sports. So yeah, they said the Russians knew Trump was into water sports.
I just know it as golden showers.
Well, that's it. They put a nice spin on everything has like a nice. So you could be a freak about something, but you're into water sports. That doesn't sound too bad. Meanwhile, you're being pissed on by hookers. But water sports. So I guess pool volleyball has its own thing. If you're into that, might have a whole nother. That to me would be a water sport, but I guess that would have another title. Because if you say you're into pool volleyball, that might mean you like to be shit on a diving board. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that works.
I don't know, but I don't want to be around when someone dives off of it.
Nice sound effects and
sound effects.
Yeah. Did you do a few? So you performing? Let's get into it. You're performing.
I am.
You performed standing up comedy last night.
I'm doing guest sets. Bernadette Pauly, my partner in life, sometimes wife, mostly slave driver, is headlining at Stir Crazy in Glendale, Arizona. Great club. Nice club.
Two shows, two Friday, two Saturday.
Yes, 7 and 9:30. And it was our first foray into a live performance in over 14 months in front of a unmasked, full capacity comedy club, and it was glorious. Great club.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you have what's the setup? Host? How much time? 15 minutes?
Yeah, they had a couple of people pop in, the locals. I did 15. I just wanted to do 10, and they said, "Why don't you do 15?" I'm like, "All right."
Right. And you did not. We talked, but you did not do my my joke. You're going to try it out tonight.
I'm going to try it out tonight. Both shows. We're going to try to record it.
The losing the gut bit.
Losing the gut bit on the treadmill. We're going to have to go. We're going to have to go over it again because I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to lose the gut.
Yeah, you don't want to lose the gut.
No,
the guy next to you said, "I got to lose the gut." Why do you want to lose the gut? The gut
gives you information, helps you out.
Helps you out, gives you information.
Protects you might have lost money. I might have lost money in the stock market, but I listen to my gut. Mm-hmm. But how about the penis? Get rid of that fucking thing. Oh, it's never given me any information.
Wow. Yeah, that
thing's never helped me.
That's always going to lie. The penis is the devil. It's going to
talk about a narcissist
every time. It's going to lie.
That is.
It's like, no, I have 2 kids and a wife. I'm not going to. It's not my fault.
Yeah, you got to
made the decision. Where's my gut when I needed it?
I want to hear this recorded. Maybe we'll put it on the Patreon. And Al Ducharme live at studio. What is it called? Where are you? What's the name of this club? Stir
Crazy.
In
Glendale, Arizona. And
Stir Crazy.
The owner,
Gotcha.
Tom and Don, actually. But they really...
Tom and Don?
I think they've been open for 3 years, but of course, really 2 because of the pandemic.
I see you live with a fella.
I see you live with a fella. No, they're partners. Business.
Whatever.
Partners.
Oh, I get you.
And comedians. So.
Ugh, really?
Yeah, but they've got it down. They've got the room is perfect. It's all new too. It's perfect.
Did they go on stage?
It's got a little. It's fanned out and like hugs. No.
Okay.
Don did. Don.
Oh, yeah, I knew it.
What was he gonna do?
These guys.
I think.
Why can't anyone be a
Don
club owner?
is like. I think he's like an investor owner.
Yeah.
Versus Tom runs the whole thing. He runs the whole darn thing, and he's got it down, man.
But you know what I mean? Why can't people just be a club owner? Why do they have to? All these comedy club owners have to. They watch, and then a lot of them go, I could do that. Then they end up a year or two later, they're hosting, and then they're involved. It's like, just be the fucking owner. You know what I mean?
No, I think Don said he's been doing it 17 years of stand up. And I think Tom has been doing it much longer than that. He's going in. Tom is going into the next level of his. He's going into
transitioning.
He's transitioning from stand-up comedian for depending on it. Now doing the club owner thing and running it the way he feels a comedy club should be run. And I'm telling you right now, one of the better ones. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll see what you say next week when you're not there.
Well,
okay. I understand.
Let's see what happens.
I get it.
In the next year or two. Let's see how jaded he becomes. But
that's right. That's right.
90-minute show.
Yeah.
Hour in between shows.
Okay.
Back of the room, yellow light means you got 2 to 5 minutes, depending on what you ask for. And then when it turns red, wrap it up.
Right.
In the green room, drinks, menu, everything, whatever you want.
On the house, comped?
Yes.
All comped.
In the green room, they have a red light and there's a speaker. So you can hear the show. Yeah, there's a red light on the wall. That means
what is that?
That means you're going to be introduced. So you have like 30 seconds or a minute to get to the door, which is about 25 feet away. So
all right.
It's just slick. The sound system is incredible. Sight lines, there's no obstructions, and the staff is great. And they come in like when you. I don't know if you performed at Gotham. I think you moved away, but Gotham started treating everybody really nice, and they'd have the wait staff come in there and go, "Hey, can I get anybody anything?" They did that. The Comedy Magic Club, I guess, started that shit. And they were super nice to everybody rather than treating the comics like shit, like the Comedy Store was treating comics until about 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, that seems to have turned.
That's the hot club right now.
Yeah. But I kind of I don't want to be treated badly, of course, but I kind of like the old school, where you just kind of, you're in the green room and it's like, can we get a waitress? Are they coming back here? Like, you're just ignored. It's so, that kind of feeling where it's like, because she's been fucked over by all the comics. She's either been fucked literally, or they don't tip her, or she's just like, what? I have to go back there. Whereas, because these places that are so nice to comics, you just see it going,
it's a little uncomfortable.
Well, that's gonna fade away.
Yeah, it's gonna fade away, but it's sometimes a little bit too uncomfortable where they're over nice.
Oh,
and then they're new. So
right.
Why don't you do the comedians room tonight? And the comedians are in there, and a couple of people come in that are in
naked
town, and they come over and they hadn't seen their comedian pals in a long time. They come in and they're in there in the middle of a big story. All of a sudden, can I get somebody something? Can I go? You okay? Everybody else sat in here, and just like right in the middle of the best part of the story.
Right.
Yeah, that happens.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
This
place sounds good.
This place it had it was the latest technology. They had the little menu on a little stand with a dim blue light, and you basically put your phone up to it, punch your order in. All of a sudden, somebody comes in. There's no dialogue. There's no disruption. All of a sudden, someone slides your drink or your food in front of you, and off they go.
Right.
So there's no, can I take your order? It's all done quietly. So, dude, that was awesome. I like that.
Have you worked there? Have you been there solo?
That was my first time. No, Bernadette's been there before.
Okay.
So she went back. It was the first time she went back in
Gotcha.
years.
Yeah. Yeah. What are we talking? How far a drive? What are you looking at there?
It was a 5 hour and 45 minutes with one stop. We stopped to get gas. Stopped to get gas with my plug-in hybrid.
Yeah.
Figured
Good
that
call.
one out.
I can't.
That was a mistake.
Yeah.
I think I told you off air that if I had driven like another 25 minutes, I would have crossed into Arizona, and the gas was $1.50 less per gallon.
Well, you're making, you're on a TV show, for God's sake. You have money. What are you complaining about? You voice a cartoon.
I voice a cartoon every once in a while. It's not steady. It's not a steady gig.
It's on all the time. I can pull
Netflix.
it up right now and watch it. I can.
Yeah,
see
no, it is, and I do get my quarterly residuals, but it's not. Like,
so
I'm not.
So
getting,
you're bitching about $1?
No,
I mean, really? There,
right. Okay.
Ducharme, come on, it's a fucking $1. Really?
It's just California. They charge $1.50 more per gallon, and it's supposed to go to infrastructure. It's 40 million people in the state. It's like the size of 5 or 6 states total.
Yeah.
It's its own country, and it's a scam. It's a fucking scam.
All right. We'll try to do the bit tonight, and
that's why everybody's moving to Austin.
It.
That's why Joe Rogan moved. He got $100 million contract with was this Pandora? Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh my God, the taxes I'm going to pay in Los Angeles.
Well, he's also working every night too.
Adios.
Performing. You see the Comedy Store?
He's opening up a club there.
He brought the people from the Comedy Store.
He did.
They're there.
Yes, he took the
booker and the
Adam,
yeah,
and the staff or some of the staff that turned the Comedy Store around.
Exactly. They're now living in Austin.
They're now living in Austin, working for Joe Rogan.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing what a few shekels can do.
I wonder how he's going to do it. Is he going to bring in just the big guns, or is he going to bring in some of the medium-sized guns like me?
I don't know. I think it's going to work like the store did. You get past there, and you have regulars, but then the regulars will get spots when and if the big guys are not in town. So I think it'll be
a lot of comedians
that kind
move
of
there. A lot of comedians move there.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of work, a lot of clubs going on.
Yeah.
And
it's a great music scene, obviously, down there.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got sick of California. But then I'm reading about Austin being this homeless everywhere, and you got to walk over people to get to these clubs. And
well, it's the most liberal.
Street is a disaster.
The most liberal city area in Texas. But it's still, as we were talking about it last night, it's still Texas. But because of that enclave of libs, I guess there's a lot more tolerance for it. So compassion. Yeah. But sometimes that there's a lot of people. I live in Studio City, and all the libs there are like, we got to help out the homeless. Get them out of my neighborhood. Go help them somewhere else. The same people. Get them. I'll call the cops. It's like, do you want to help them or not?
Well, until somebody gets shot or stabbed, and then everything will change.
No,
when a named comic gets shot or stabbed, everything changes.
I have compassion for them, but
you do not.
Not when they're going through my trash and throwing it on the ground. That person has a mental illness.
Right.
And mental illness is a whole different thing. You can be homeless because you be a family living out of your van and homeless, and things are rough, and you're hoping to, you're trying to turn it around. And then there's the mental illness people that don't want help, and then they smash windows and attack people.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long if they stay there. People, because it's still, like you said, it is Texas, and how many people are really going to want to live there once in a year from now? I mean, everything's back, we're normal. Things are. People go, what am I doing? I want to live in Texas.
Well, Austin is pretty cool.
It's not that good,
dude. Monday, Tuesday night, go to any of 28 clubs along their strip there and listen to the best music and musicians of the past 50 years. Like,
but then some of the comics who are moving there, they live 30, 35 miles out of Austin.
Oh, see, you did your homework. How do you know
they're not living in the city. So they're not even there. You know what I mean?
Oh, I didn't know
So, they don't want to live because there's too many of this homeless and fucking that kind of thing. But the suburbs, you can get beautiful places there, $1 million homes for a little less. And they're living like 35 miles out. So, yeah. I do my readings, sir.
You said something was trending today. What was trending today?
I never know why things trend. I don't know how it starts. And I saw Allman Brothers or Eagles. That was trending today. Allman Brothers or Eagles. I guess they just want people to. Who do you prefer? Alfred? Allman Brothers or Eagles?
Again, you and I talk about these things now and then. Allman Brothers, I understand, are good, and you've mentioned it too in the past that they're good musicians. They were like the real McCoy, whereas the Eagles were kind of put together by a record company. It was Glenn Frey and his band, and then they plugged in Joe Walsh.
They're like the Monkees. They're like the Monkees.
Well, they're a little bit. I mean, they're a little bit better than that. Yeah, bringing in a lyricist like Don Henley.
Monkees were good.
Okay,
they were good.
No, they were better. Looking back, they were actually better than we thought they were. Yeah.
I always thought they were good. How dare you lump me in with your thoughts?
Well, Mickey, what's his face? Come on,
Mickey Dolenz.
Mickey Dolenz. We see him now and then. Mickey Dolenz is good friends with. Here's some name dropping. You know our friend Wendy Liebman, very funny comedian. Her husband Jeffrey Sherman and Mickey are pals, and when we'd go out to an event or something, whatever it was, and they were there, we'd always see them with Mickey, and he'd reintroduce us all the time. It was kind of cool. But Mickey he could sing. That guy could sing.
Yeah, decent drummer, singer. He used to do Royal Caribbean. He used to go out as a headliner in the day when they paid. Headliners. Yeah.
What are you getting?
20 grand a week.
That's it. They cut you in half.
That's what I'm saying. It used to be.
They offered me a raise.
I'm sure they did.
And I said nope. And they came back again.
I want to do guest spots.
I do guest spots in Arizona before I take on the big 25 G's a week.
That's right. I want to order from the menu with the blue light. I want to have the blue light special off the menu.
There it
and
is.
do 10 minutes.
There's the blue light.
Yeah. Video, Patreon, check it out.
All right, so
folks.
Again, now the Eagles for me, I'm leaning towards the Eagles on this because their music and sound brings me back to a time in my life when things are good, and that's how we relate to music. Sometimes there's a song that reminds me of a bad time. I'll just turn it off. I'll just, I don't want to hear it. But the good ones and the good times in my adolescence were the Eagles. And, I like Don Henley's solo effort there. And that song, The Boys of Summer, was very important to me. And you know what it was about, right?
Baseball.
Okay, that's what it was about. But I didn't realize that when I was listening to it because I was living the situation.
Very smart.
Right. Well,
Boys of Summers.
We know who has the brains in this operation.
Well, I'm just saying it's obvious what it's about. I mean, I don't care if you're 15
for me,
or 40.
I was a teen and chasing girls, and in the summertime, the Boys of Summer would come in and take all the girls, and then we'd wait for them to leave town, and then they start paying attention to us again when summer was over. So when the Boys of Summer go, so I related the lyrics to that. Yes, the song is about baseball, paying more attention to your girl when you're distracted by baseball. Yeah, girl. I drive by. She breaks up with him because he's obsessed with a sport, which is common. Golf kills a lot of marriages.
I don't even know what the song's about. I just know The Boys of Summer is that was a famous book about the Yankees and in '61. Roger Maris breaking Babe's record. But
no, Maris.
Maris
Yeah,
breaking the
Maris,
Babes record, 61 home runs.
Yep.
But I didn't know it was about Al Ducharme in Rhode Island with a heart on in 1978. I didn't know that. Now I do. The Boys of Summer.
See, there's a lot of knowledge that comes out of this podcast.
A little Al Ducharme at 17 thinking, Don Henley's writing a song about me. This is about the boys of summer leaving, and I get the girl.
The lyrics.
Now when I hear it on the radio, I'm 17 again.
The lyrics of the song about baseball fit perfectly with my adolescence and getting my driver's permit and chasing girls, and them not chasing me back until the fall after the
and listening to your penis and not your gut. Your gut was telling you, go get a job and fuck these girls. They're horrible. They're locals. And you went, no, because you listened to your penis.
This is the segue to the bit. Al mentioned a bit on a previous podcast about he was at the gym and the guy next to him wanted to make some conversation because there's no one in the gym except for two guys. And of course he takes the treadmill right next to him because he had to make a move on him. And he said, what did he say, Al? No. I have to what?
He said, I got to lose my gut. Got to lose my gut.
I thought he said, I got to get rid of this gut.
Got to lose my gut. Got to get rid of it. Yeah, maybe it was get rid of. I'd have to look at my notes. I think it was get rid of this gut.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, why do you want to get rid of your gut? Your gut has knowledge, has wisdom, tells you things.
Protection. It protects you.
Of course. People always are commenting, I listen to my gut. Thank God I listened to my gut. So you want to get rid of that. And the bit kind of segues to, well, let's get rid of the penis.
Well, no, you jumped way ahead there, pal. Calm down.
Well, moving things.
You got to go. I listen to my heart.
Not doing the whole
to my
bit.
head. I listen to my gut, but do not listen to your penis. That's the whole thing. Your penis is the devil and will get you in trouble every single time. It's going to make the guy who's in love with his wife and has two kids, all beautiful home, and it's going to make him cheat on her and ruin the whole fucking thing, the whole fantasy.
Don't put that part in. That part's too wordy. Dump all that. Go right to the penis. Get rid of the penis.
No, I'm not writing the joke now. I'm hammering it out.
Well, you're going to be doing it in a few hours.
I know. You're right.
You're not going to do it. You're going to go candle shop right into some sounds. Get the fuck out of there.
Well, Hammer, I want to go over your notes and send me the whole thing, and I'll get the gist of it.
All right, I'll give you the jizz later.
You're not doing it as soon as we end the podcast, which is going to happen. By the way, this is our second time. The first time did not record.
The irony of the performing thing is when I was in Florida, I was working every other week, maybe 2 weeks off, then a gig, maybe a week, and then a gig. And now I haven't performed in a month. I won't perform again for another 3.5 weeks. And then my first show will be in a theater with the suits from The Office in Miami in the audience. So there's your irony. It's like I'm doing all these shows all over Florida in bars and clubs and, not rusty at all. And now I finally get some work and I'm going to be performing in a theater in front of basically all our bosses, not having worked in 8 weeks. There's your irony, folks. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you have to study the diagram on the back of your cabin door. It's going to show you where your muster station is and your life jacket. And your life jacket is under your bed because you're going to have to. You're going to have to. You're going to have. No. No. It's no. You got to keep going because you got some sort of.
What's the matter?
Nope.
Why isn't it working?
That's because you got your
Oh, I got the
filter
background.
On. Yeah, you got the background on. Yeah.
Fuck it.
It would have been great.
My picture's better. My picture's better anyway. Hey, my picture's on Instagram. Follow us. Follow Al. Follow myself on Twitter, Instagram, and then of course the Two Dicks, the Talking Dicks podcast. Follow all that stuff.
Subscribe
your
on
social
YouTube.
media. Yeah.
Two Dicks 2 on Instagram at Two Dicks. Stand Up Al. I am Al Romas. It's all there. You can find us.
And on YouTube, subscribe to Talking Dicks podcast channel and And that's where all our Two Dicks videos are too. On that,
And whatever
I think
you
I
do-
changed it.
Yeah, you changed.
I think I
it.
made it the Two Dicks apostrophe. I mean, a parenthesis, the Talking Dicks podcast.
I saw
Kind of
that.
went back. Yeah.
Usually we have a little discussion about it, and then we he went over my head in this. He made an executive decision.
I did.
He didn't wait for the meeting.
No, I couldn't wait. I couldn't
The
wait.
board
We're on
meeting.
3 hour
He just
time
like
difference.
circumvented all of us on the board.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
we already lost our producer. She lasted 72 hours.
That was quick. I got to be honest. That was quick. I had an email. I'll be producing. I'm gonna. If you have any ideas for guests, shoot them to me. And 72 hours later, I fucking quit. You guys suck. Wow.
Yeah, miscommunication.
Didn't know what happened there, but I figured it was on
just
your end, and I left it alone.
Miscommunication. It was.
Yeah, I don't know her.
I'll be honest.
Communication.
She's got a lot of things going on, and she's got a lot of plates in the air. She's spinning a lot of plates.
Well, okay, very good.
Mm.
No problems. No one. All good. We'll take over the producing, and we'll have some guests again eventually.
We do. I actually spoke to a couple of them, and it's interesting. A lot of them left town to go visit their parents. They hadn't seen in 2 years because they had waited like 6 months. They were living on the West Coast. Their parents were back east,
Yeah.
and then COVID came along, and that put them at the 2-year mark since they'd seen their parents in person.
Wow, Uncle COVID.
Yep. And everybody's vaccinated, so everybody went home. So they're like, "Oh," I go, "Do you want to do it?" He goes, "I don't know. It's I've got 2 elderly parents in the living room going, what? Put the air conditioner is it's too cold. Turn it down."
Right.
They said, "Do you want that in the background?" I'm like, "Okay, we'll wait till you get back to town."
Yeah, we'll be fine without it. Yeah, we can wait. We've waited this long. Yes. We can wait.
Do you want to give them a hint who's coming on?
No, since I don't know who it is, I won't be giving hints. I don't remember who's coming on, to be honest with you.
Okay. We are overdue. We are overdue for a broad.
Oh, we have a woman. Guys. We have a woman lined up.
We'll see.
Is there one lined up?
I don't know. Could be.
Oh, could be.
I don't want to get their hopes up too high.
Okay. No problem. Do we want to play guess the guest?
No, we're not going to do that. No, we can do that. Next. We'll do that in the next one. All right. So we're going to wrap it up right now. What's important? You're stuck on a ship. You're going to be performing in about 6 weeks for. What's the capacity of the theater?
June 12th. I'll be performing. Right. June 12th. The theater holds, I think, about 900 or 1,000, and they're going to do 50%. So we're going to do 2 shows each. Like I'll do a clean show twice, and then I'll do my adult show. Repeat that twice. So I'll be doing 4 shows a week, but half full for a while. And I think this is gonna, as the summer goes on, I think we're gonna get back to normal. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I hope so. But in the meantime, no shows until June 12th.
I have 2 tonight.
Yeah, man.
7 hours. So
yeah, we're excited. We're gonna hear the gut bit. We're gonna maybe put on the Patreon, get some audio, some video, maybe, and shoot that thing and watch Al go down in flames. It'll be a lot of fun, and we look forward to it.
I'm gonna stick it in the middle.
That's how you do it.
Stick it in the middle and see how it
stick it right in there. Yeah.
But send me a transcript so that I can, or bullet point it.
Oh yeah, be right on that.
Now, what are you doing? You're not doing anything.
I'm not doing. Look at the picture.
We actually have a lunch meeting with someone that we know out here.
Oh yeah,
that hooked us up with a corporate gig. So we're going to go try to get another one. And
gotcha.
And then we're going to come back here and see where we're at. But I might have another coffee. I'm just wrecked.
Yeah, drink up that Joe, man. I've had Shib Joe last 2 days. It's not good. Not good with the real coffee being closed. The barista's closed because we're in port and they can't be open in port.
You're drinking swill?
I'm drinking swill.
Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? It's
not
like if
good.
you had bad watered down diner coffee and then you took a shit in it.
I thought you were going to say bad watered down diarrhea. Yeah,
Same,
that's what it
pretty much
tastes.
the same
That,
thing.
pretty
Yeah,
much the same thing. Yeah.
And that's the podcast for today. The Talking Dicks became friends at a very young age, and the rest is history.
I'm losing my mind.
Patreon.com/The2Dicks, which is named after our web series. This is the Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
Done.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
We'll fix it in post, you son of a bitch.
Okay, sure.
Subscribe. Mary.
Go to patreon.com/the2dicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money. Why?
I think it ends on that. That's beautiful.